Thanks for rocks because we can't afford
a hammer.
All right, guys, we just got camp set up. Everything's arranged. We picked a spot out. How far back in here are we, Carter? How far did we hike this back in?
6 miles.
Yeah, 6 miles. We hiked the Ozark back in. But no, we found a good level spot up here. Completely new unit for us. I drew an elk tag here. So we're kind of going out on a whim. We had a good buddy give some pointers. So we picked out a spot, we set up, and now, I mean, it's season's going right now. So we're just gonna drive around tonight, kind of get a feel for the area. Hopefully we can hear something bugling. And just kind of plan out something for the morning. We're pumped though. It's a good unit, and I've never killed an elk with my bow before, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a riot.
Which bowl was that? Was that a different bowl?
Alright guys, we made it back to camp after a long hike out. We got on a couple bowls tonight. We just, it was random. We went into a random piece looking for water and happened to stumble upon a group of elk. And Carter was the one who told me that I couldn't shoot the bull. They came in, they were at about 70 yards. And we ended up working our way back out because we only were in there for an hour or so, and then it got dark on us. And then right when we got back to the pickup, we heard a big bull torch off, like pretty dang close to the pickup. Carter thinks it's at least a 340. No, but we're gonna head back in there in the morning and see if we can get on that bull that we heard bugle right when we got back to the pickup. So it's gonna be a sleepless night, but so far day one has been absolutely unreal. Can't complain. Elk are running everywhere. We're happy, and hopefully we can kill something well. That's all we have for meat right now is better cheddars.
Better cheddars. Get you some. Get you some.
Alright guys, end of morning, I should say end of like the first 30 minutes this morning. We went in after that bull that was bugling last night when we got back to the pickup. We got in here and didn't hear any bugles. We got in here early, walked into where we last heard him, and he torched off once, probably like 500 yards up the canyon. So we started making a move, and then some other hunters came in and we heard him cow calling. We're pretty sure he ended up working over this ridge, but nothing's talking this morning, so it makes it really tough.
Sorry.
What? Sorry. What's up, guys? It is currently our first full day here in New Mexico for our elk hunt. We're looking on HuntWise, and we're just trying to find pockets of water because it is super dry here. I mean, I'm talking like barely any water. So we went on HuntWise and really just started looking where there was like tanks, you know, windmills, something that produces water instead of just rainfall. And we were able to find this windmill that has a solar panel on it, a drinker tank, about 2 miles back in here off the road. It kind of butts up next to this huge canyon, and then out in front is prairie. So Jagger and I walked back in here, found a nice little spot to set up. We checked out the tank. There's definitely elk hitting it. Hard saying, you know, how often or how many, you know, we're just kind of a shot in the dark here. But we're comfy. We're gonna sit it out for about 4 hours to see what happens. It's windy. Our wind isn't the greatest, but we're just praying at this point.
Our guide is frustrated. Horse neighs. He's had a tough morning. We've had actually a horrible morning. We woke up, we had two bugles actually. We had bulls ripping off right by camp, like middle of the night. There was 2 of them, and then we woke up this morning, and we're gonna kind of go back to the same area that we were yesterday morning. But we didn't even hear any bugles because we were gonna hunt the camp bulls, but they never bugled. So we're like, yeah, we'll just go back. We're driving up, and there was a bull in the headlights, a pretty decent bull. And then we got out with high expectations, you know, to hop on that bull, and we never even heard a bugle. We walked a lot, looking for water. Nothing special happened though. Last night we finished out the night sitting in the water, had the cows come in, and had a bull right at last light that we weren't able to get on video up on the hillside. There was 2 of them fighting. So we're gonna go sit it again because they're not talking, so our only hope right now is sitting in water because there's not a lot of water around either. So fingers crossed that something happens, but as of right now, feeling pretty down. Things aren't looking up, but we're gonna, as you can see, I mean, the guide's already in the pickup. He's over it. I drilled him. Looks good. I drilled him. He looks good. I drilled him. I drilled him. Oh my gosh. Oh. Please go down. Please go down. Please go down. Please go down.
Connor, put another arrow in. Okay. Wait. Please. Give him a second. Just give him a second. He had to be right about that.
I thought I drilled him, dude.
I heard it hit a pocket, but I couldn't see anything on the skin. So I'm wondering if it wasn't low. It's the only thing I can think, but just listen.
Dear Lord, please let this thing be dead. Please. Was that the same bull?
No, it's way bigger.
No, that was like a...
It's a 300 plus.
Yeah.
No, it's big.
Did you see
Fronts
it?
are big.
Yeah.
Royals.
We're sitting here. As you can see, we're in a homemade ground line. We've been sitting here all afternoon. And we come in here, we're sitting down. A young bull came in earlier this afternoon. And it's, as you can see, it's a real last light. And I was just getting ready to stand up and kind of check the area. And I literally was just like starting to pick my head up. Carter's like, don't move, big bull, there's 30 yards. And I was gonna stand up and shoot him. And he was raking a tree right here. I couldn't see him at this point. But then I moved over and he started coming out. And I mewed at him to stop him, and I held my 30 on him. I thought I smoked him, but I mean, obviously it's nothing crazy because he didn't go down up there. So I'm just praying that he's praying that I hit something. I don't know. We'll probably end up going back tonight, looking at the footage, and then I don't know. It's just it sounded good, dude.
Oh, shoot.
Really?
Shoot.
Really?
Oh, no.
Not
Smell
good.
it.
What kind of hair is that?
What's the... No bubbles on it, are there?
There's 1, 2. There's a couple.
Are there?
Yeah.
I shot him right here.
This is way further than 30.
Stick that in the bag.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're currently heading into the spot that we sat last night where I hit that bull. After the shot, we weren't sure where I exactly hit because it was low light. We were able to look at the arrow. There had decent blood on it, but there wasn't a lot of blood on the ground. And the bull kind of took off, you know, after I shot and then went into the trees, just kind of nonchalantly. So we were a little worried about the shot. We backed out of there, we went back to camp, watched the footage on the computer, The shot looks all right. It is low, but it is behind the shoulder, and I am shooting an 1.5 G5. So hopefully we're praying that it cut something in there enough to maybe. Hopefully it caught both lungs. I think it was just a little too far left to hit his heart because that front shoulder was kind of covering it. But hopefully it hit lungs and he's down. But we're going back in. We got a couple mile hike in. We're gonna go hop on blood right away, and hopefully we have the dead elk on our hands. Alright guys, it is currently about 1 in the afternoon. Last night we were sitting over the windmill water in the homemade ground blind, and a big bull came in right at last light. I didn't get a for sure range on him, but I guessed him at about 30, took the shot and hit him a little low, and he took off running up into the woods. We gave him the night, went back, watched the footage, and came out here early this morning. Got in there, got on the blood right away. For the first little bit, there was decent blood, nothing crazy. And then that was for about the first few 100 yards, and we ended up tracking him for about a mile, just following his actual tracks. He completely clotted up right away, and there was no blood, so we were just tracking him. Then we got over to a big meadow, and there he was down on the bottom, chasing cows still. And we're like, what the? We tried getting on him again, see if we could get another arrow in him. Didn't work out. They winded us, but now we're gonna head back in here. In a perfect world, he'll show back up to the water, but if anything, we're just gonna hang tight and see what happens. It's a bummer, but what do you do? I mean, it was just low enough, didn't hit anything, and he clotted up, and elk are tough. He took it like a man, and he's already running ladies, so we're gonna go in here and see what happens. Alright guys, it is September the 12th. We're like 4 or 5 days in, I don't even know at this point. It was raining really hard this morning, so we didn't get on anything, we just kind of stayed at camp. And now the rain let up, so we're just gonna hike back into a piece. We were driving up a trail and we smelled elk. So we're just gonna hike back in here a little bit and call for a little bit. Just try a random Hail Mary, but it's the middle of the day, we got nothing else to do, so hopefully something happens. My buddy Kurt met us here this afternoon, and it's kind of been rainy all day. We were on one pole, and then we got intel from a mule deer hunter that there was an elk back in here. We came back in here,
guys, we're sitting water.
Guys, it is the second to last evening here in New Mexico. We're sitting in the windmill blind again. We have bulls bugling all around us. The only issue is it did just dump rain on us, so we're a little wet. But we're just praying something comes down. There's definitely elk in here. It's just a matter of if they're gonna come down before dark. Fingers are crossed. Hopefully something happens. I'm talking like about a minute. But we're not sure on the shot. It was tough because they came downwind and he had like 20 cows. Yeah, guys, check out the blind. So it's brushed in really good right here. And behind us, there's absolutely nothing. And that's where the dog came from. So, yeah, that's why we built blinds, baby.
Good morning, guys. We just woke up. It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. We hit a bull last night over the water hole. Looking back at the footage, the shot was back. It's kind of tough to tell because it was like the last 2 minutes legal shooting light. But the shot definitely looked a little back. We're going to go in this morning, track them. There's probably not going to be a lot of blood, so we're hoping that we can find their actual tracks. Just fingers crossed, praying that he's dead. It's been a grind. We've been here for I don't even know how many days now, but it's been fun. Just hoping we can end it in a good way. So we'll go see what we can find. Oh my god,
Pretty good bull, actually.
dude! Thank you, Lord. Jagger, we fucking did it, dude.
That's a wrap.
Here we go, baby. Last day bull.